But that's not a yes or a no.
That's not a yes or a no. I don't know. I'm just going to see what happens.
I love, that's a maybe to me.
That's not a maybe.
Well, it's a, I'll see what happens. But you feel, okay, but you did re-enter.
Did
So
I
you're
re-enter?
saying
I
there's
don't know
a
if I was
chance.
out. Listen, I can't discuss this.
Okay, but I'm just saying that if you wanted to put it to bed, this would be a good moment
If
to
I
put the
wanted to put
retirement
to bed,
rumors
listen,
to
I
bed.
want to go to bed. It's
Okay.
early.
2026 has already delivered its fair share of surprises, but nothing compares to what just happened in the tennis world. Serena Williams has set the sport on fire with her latest interview, and now everyone is asking the same question. Is the Queen really coming back? The buzz is real. Serena Williams, the 23-time Grand Slam champion who gave us some of the most iconic moments in tennis history, hinted at something that felt impossible not long ago: a potential return to professional tennis. To be clear, she didn't officially announce a comeback. There were no dates, no tournaments, no formal declaration. But she also didn't shut the door. And in elite sports, that silence can be louder than any headline. It wasn't just what she said, it was how she said it. The knowing smile, the pause before answering, the sparkle in her eyes when the topic came up. Her words were measured, careful, deliberate. It felt less like dismissal and more like anticipation. Even the interviewer seemed convinced. By the end of the exchange, the tone had shifted from if to when. This wasn't random speculation or a desperate attempt to create drama. The energy in the room suggested something is quietly unfolding behind the scenes. Anyone who has followed tennis for years understands this feeling. You learn to read between the lines. And right now, those lines are practically shouting that Serena Williams may not be finished just yet. The question isn't whether the tennis world is ready. It's whether the Queen of the Court is preparing for one more reign.
All right. Serena Williams, I think you just said a lot right there. Appreciate you being here. I know you're here on behalf of Ro.
You're funny.
And
also.
But here's where things go from intriguing to electric. Imagine Serena Williams teaming up again with Coco Gauff in doubles. Not just an exhibition, not just a feel-good moment, but a real, competitive run. Take a second and picture it. We've already seen flashes of what they can do together: the natural rhythm, the shared intensity, the effortless chemistry. Now place that on a high-stakes doubles court with trophies on the line. For tennis fans, that's the kind of scenario that gives you goosebumps. Serena is widely regarded as the greatest women's player of all time. If she were to return and stand shoulder to shoulder with Coco, it wouldn't just be a comeback story. It could feel like a revival of American dominance in the WTA. American tennis has been waiting for a defining partnership like this. A pairing that blends legacy and next-generation fire, experience and hunger, authority and fearlessness. And the most powerful part? Their chemistry isn't forced. It isn't manufactured for headlines. It's authentic. Their connection goes far beyond a typical mentor-student storyline. Serena has openly celebrated Coco's rise, and the respect between them is mutual. Off the court, their bond feels just as strong as it does under the lights. Last year, a viral video captured them dancing together, laughing, relaxed, completely in sync. It wasn't staged. It wasn't scripted. It was genuine joy. That clip said more about their relationship than any interview ever could. If that energy translates into competition, you're not just looking at a doubles team. You're looking at a moment that could redefine an era.
No, I want to see it.
During a special event honoring Coco Gauff and her incredible rise, the celebration was already buzzing. The crowd was there to recognize titles, milestones, and the growing legacy of one of America's brightest stars. Then Serena Williams was invited onto the court, and instantly the energy shifted. When Serena took the mic, it didn't feel like just another speech. It felt personal. She spoke about Coco's growth, not just as a player, but as a competitor and a leader. There was pride in her voice. The kind of pride that comes from watching someone you once inspired step fully into their own greatness. Her words weren't rehearsed or generic. They carried the weight of experience, The wisdom of someone who has stood at the very top of the sport, handled the pressure, carried the expectations, and survived the scrutiny. She knew exactly what Coco is living through right now. And then came the perfect twist. The interviewer surprised everyone by playing that viral dance video of the two of them. The arena erupted in laughter. It was spontaneous. It was joyful. It was human. Serena playfully covered her face in mock embarrassment, but the smile gave her away. She was loving every second of it. Coco couldn't stop laughing either. It was one of those beautifully unscripted moments that reminds you why sports matter beyond trophies and rankings. Because beneath the Grand Slams, the media spotlight, and the pressure to win, there are real relationships, real mentorship, real friendship. Moments like that don't show up on stat sheets. They don't count toward titles, but they're the moments that define eras.
It's you in the yellow, second row. Coco Gauff in the front right.
Oh, in the front, so it's not just me and Shanti. We love to dance. Oh gosh, are they going to show the end?
I hope so. We can stop it whenever you want. You call it.
You guys can stop it, whatever.
Coco Gauff has never hidden how much Serena Williams means to her. In interview after interview, Coco speaks about Serena not just as the greatest player of all time, but as something far more personal, a mentor, a role model, and a genuine friend. For Coco, Serena isn't just a name on a trophy or a poster on the wall. She's someone who has actively poured time, wisdom, and belief into her journey. This isn't a surface-level mentorship built on occasional public appearances or photo ops. It's a committed relationship. Serena has trained with her, advised her, and shared insights that only someone who has carried the weight of global expectations can truly understand. And those moments matter most when the pressure peaks. During Coco's high-stakes battles, including her intense showdown against Aryna Sabalenka at the US Open, Serena's presence was more than symbolic. When the tension rises and the spotlight feels blinding, having someone who has survived those exact storms can change everything. That kind of support isn't technical advice about forehands and serves. It's emotional steadiness. It's reassurance in the chaos. It's the quiet voice that says, "You belong here." For a young player navigating the brutal intensity of professional tennis, that guidance is priceless. Serena understands the scrutiny, the pressure, the weight of expectations placed on young American stars. She's lived it and mastered it. And now, she's helping Coco write her own chapter. That's not just mentorship. That's legacy in motion.
But I feel like she has a good serve. I think that it can obviously be better, but I feel like she's so young. Oh my goodness, she has the rest of her career to just improve. I wouldn't change anything on her forehand. I've seen a lot of interesting forehands, and listen, I think if you're just confident in whatever you have, keep it up and just